I want to explain to you how to read an Experian business credit report. Experian is, along with Dun& Bradstreet and Equifax, one of the credit report agencies that really offer a business credit report. But you got to really have a clear idea how to read the business credit report that you have in front of you. So here is an overview I want you to pay attention to. So how do you actually read an Experian business credit report? It's important to understand that when we talk about Experian business credit report, we're talking about Intelliscore, but we're talking about a credit score that actually is correlated to your Dun & Bradstreet, your Paydesk score, but also your Equifax business credit score. So the Experian business credit score and the business credit report, for that matter, are two important documents that lenders will look at. In some cases, investors will look at. If you have a startup and you're looking for investor money, they might actually ask you for a business credit report as well, to sort of have a clear idea about your relationship, your financial profile, but also your relationship with vendors, with creditors, with regulators in general. Okay, this is an important element because there are some cases where you might have a legal action, legal data on your business credit score or business credit report, for that matter. And so what we love about Experian is that Experian actually updates their business credit, their business credit score, the business credit report, very, very regularly. Now it depends on because it's not free though. I mean, you might have to sign up for a pricing tier, and so if you actually subscribe to the business credit report service, they will update your business credit score. And they will notify you. So whenever you have a change in your business credit score, they will notify you. So this is really good. And the cool thing about Experian business credit report is that it's pretty granular. I mean, the some of the critique that we have heard about the Paydesk score is that it can be a little succinct, a little concise. But Experian really goes in depth when it comes to your business credit score, and also your business credit report. So that's really good. And so the business credit score and credit profile are based on various sources, and this will always include obligatory reporting from suppliers and lenders, things like late payments, days beyond terms, and payment trends, as well as court filings about the company, tax liens, UCC filings, and company information retrieved from sources like public records, collection agencies, and even marketing databases. So this is something to really think about. Now let me talk to you about the Experian business credit score versus Equifax itself. Now see, the thing is that Equifax is a credit reporting agency, right? And so basically they really operate not only personal credit scores but also business credit scores. And the cool thing is that if you are a business owner, you have the possibility to actually pay for a holistic, what they call a holistic service, where you can actually monitor your personal credit score, but also your business credit score simultaneously. Now, this might cost you a little more, but this is really cool. Now, the only thing is that you have to understand that on the personal side of things, you can actually qualify for a free for a free personal credit score once a year. I mean, you just got to visit a website called annualcreditreport.com, and you have the possibility there to download your credit score for free once a year, so you can see it. You don't have to pay for it. But if you are the kind of person who wants to have a clear idea what's really happening every single time, then you might want to sign up for the Experian credit report that really goes really deep. Okay, now it's important to understand that when we think about Experian versus Equifax, every credit reporting agency has its model, its scoring model. Okay, Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax are considered the big three business credit reporting agencies in the U.S. that really document a business's financial health. And Dun & Bradstreet exclusively reports on businesses, but Experian and Equifax monitor business and personal credit reports. And by the way, TransUnion, as you see, it's not actually present when it comes to business credit scores. And Experian's business credit score ranges from 0 to 100, with 80 to 100 considered excellent credit. They also provide a financial stability risk rating that's a number between 1 and 5, that really suggest a company's risk level of going into a severe financial distress or even bankruptcy in the next 12 months. And your lenders, your suppliers, your net 30 accounts, they will look into that. They will see your financial stability score, okay, your financial stability risk rating. And so the lower the rating, the lower the risk. And so that's for Experian. If you were to contrast that with Equifax, Equifax provides a business credit score of a 101 to 992 that basically does one thing. It really predicts the risk of having a 90 days of a severe delinquency in the next 12 months. So a higher score means higher risk. And Equifax also has a separate business failure score ranging from 1,000 to 1,610. And we have actually covered this on another show, by the way. So when we talk about how to rate an Experian business credit report, it's important to really know the components of that business credit report. And one thing I want to say here is that while a business owner's personal credit score can impact their business credit score, especially the Experian business credit score, there are some differences between the two. So personal credit reports are similar because they all collect the same information, right? Almost all lenders, including those lenders that actually monitor Experian, they will look at an individual's FICO score and credit report. But this is not the case for business loans, especially if you're going for a long-term loan. So if you're going for a long-term loan, let's say you have a loan, you're looking for a business loan, and you're looking for a repayment window over 5 years or even 7 years, and you have your cash inflows and cash outflows, the delta between the two is kind of shaky. This could be a problem. And one thing we have seen in our research is that business lenders might only report to one of the major business credit bureaus. So even if a business deals with them for years, so business credit reports can vary substantially between bureaus. So don't be surprised if you are looking at your Experian business credit report and you're seeing a delta, a large delta that is, between your paydesk score, your Dun & Bradstreet paydesk score, and your Experian business credit score, or even your Equifax business score, okay? Also, there are not laws requiring bureaus to provide businesses with reports for free. I mean, unlike individuals, right? Individuals, as I said a little earlier, you go to freecreditreport.com, you have a free credit report once a year, or when you actually get denied some credit. So business owners may need to request and pay for reports from each bureau, but it is worth it because you want to know what those bureaus are reporting about your business. This is important because this is going to affect your ability to actually qualify for a loan, line of credit, business credit card, and so on and so forth, or even equipment financing. So many business owners run into challenges when they need to offer their customers credit or net terms while struggling with cash flow themselves. So it's one of those things where you want to know, you want to have a clear idea about the financial profiles of your stakeholders, your business partners. This is important. So how do you read a business credit report from Experian? So a business credit report from Experian will likely contain business profile, business information. So we're speaking here about your company's subsidiaries, the number of employees, and the SIC number. So that's an important element. Here we are speaking about the firmographics. That's what we call the firmographics. So you're going to have that in your Experian business credit report. You also will have a trade line payment history. So if you have a net 30 account, net 45 account, net 15 accounts, those payments, the payment history revolving around those net 30 accounts will be really granular in an Experian business credit report. You also have your commercial financial history and credit utilization. So here we are speaking about CUR, so your credit utilization ratio. So that's basically the amount of credit you have versus the amount you have tapped into the credit line. And when we talk about credit lines, we are speaking about the credit cards. We are speaking about the revolving lines of credit in general. Okay, and so you also might have in an Experian business credit report, you might have legal filings, bankruptcies, and collections. So this is how granular an Experian business credit report can be. Okay. And you also will have finally the business credit score itself. So this is an important element to really think about. So you have business profile, trade line, payment history, commercial financial history and credit utilization, legal filings, bankruptcies and collections, and the business credit score itself. Now, the business credit score itself is just a number that summarizes your financial profile in general. Now, one thing I need to say is that lenders actually, some lenders will look at your business credit score, and some lenders will look at your whole business credit report in the business credit score. So it really depends on the lender, and also depends on your company's history with that lender. So this is something that's very important to think about. So when we talk about how to read an Experian business credit report, the first 4 items that I share with you: business profile, trade line payment history, commercial financial history, and legal filings and bankruptcies and so on and so forth. Those 4 items should be clear and accurate. So if you see as a business owner, if you see any discrepancies, you want to report those discrepancies immediately and follow up on them to ensure they are corrected, right? That if your business profile is wrong, then there's a problem. If your business information is wrong, there's a problem. If people are actually allocating subsidiaries to you where you know that your business has no subsidiaries, that could be a problem, because the fact that you're having subsidiaries means that any risk that is attached to those subsidiaries will automatically attach to your company, right? So you want to make sure that you really disassociate yourself from those entities with which you have no association or no affiliation in the first place. And also the number of employees. If you're a small business and you probably have like 10 or 20 employees, and people are saying that you have 100 employees, this is actually is changing your risk profile. So you want to make sure, like a long story short here, you want to make sure the data they are reporting about you is actually accurate. And so since these items all contribute to your credit score, any errors may lower the credit score unnecessarily. Okay. Note though, trade lines are open accounts held with a supplier or a vendor. So trade lines are kind of similar to net 30 accounts. Okay. And so these are often called net terms agreements or something similar. So businesses that offer customer accounts report the credit information of those accounts to credit reporting agencies, and often businesses are on both sides of this equation, because they may have customers that they offer net terms or financing to, and they may have their own supplier accounts with payment terms. So this is one of those things where you have to really understand where you find yourself in that equation. Now, the final item on the business credit report from Experian is a little trickier to read, because each credit reporting company uses an undisclosed formula to come up with the number, and Experian has their own proprietary model, quantitative model, to come up with a number. And so Experian may call it different things than Dun & Bradstreet and Equifax. For example, Dun & Bradstreet calls it a PAYDES score. And they also include a DNB rating, a delinquency score, a failure score, and a viability rating. Experian gives it a credit ranking, and also an Intelliscore Plus. And Equifax gives it a business credit score and business failure score. And FICO, Small Business Scoring Service, called their credit score an SBSSM score. So you can see that you have a difference of the denomination there, but they all mean the same thing. Okay, so each credit reporting agency will actually explain where the business score fits on its scale of higher risk to lower risk. So this is a business owner's indication of how their company will be perceived by other lenders or financiers. So if you're looking for loans, if you're looking for lines of credit, if you're looking for business credit in general, you want to be pretty clear. When you read your Experian business credit report, you have to be clear as to what your Experian business credit score really means, and how that fits into your overall business credit risk perception. This is really important to really think about it that way. You got to think about it holistically, and not only from one criterion, but also from multiple criteria. So when we talk about Experian Business Credit in general, you have to really, when you reach out to the company, you got to really ask yourself, you got to really supply them with the preliminary information, right? So basically, you got to tell them your state. So, you tell them your state. Now the cool thing is that Experian Business Credit is also available if your company is incorporated in Europe and other countries outside the States. But since this show is primarily on the U.S., so you got to really mention your state and also your niche, your industry, your sector. So that will be very important, so that they can actually categorize you and really direct you to the right service. So when we talk about how to read an Experian business credit report, it's important to really understand that everything starts from you being able to run a credit check on your business in seconds from Experian. So they have a service in place where you can actually sign up for that service. I mean, it's really paid, but at least that's really good, because at least you have a clear idea what's really happening and what people are saying about you, what others are reporting about your business, right? So the cool thing is that when you order from Experian itself, that's a lot better, because you have a third party services that are trying to sell you your Experian business credit report. In other words, they might say, you know what, you pay us and we'll get you an Experian credit report. No, go to the source, go to Experian itself and get your Experian business credit report there. And so you have an official Experian websites and the business credit reports. You have an easy to read business credit and background information. So if you pay for stuff, you have the ability to ask Experian to explain things to you, right? And so when you order from Experian, you have the ability to include the Intelliscore Plus and the financial stability risk rating. So you have the ability to build and check your business credit score. You can see if there are some areas that you need to tweak certain things. You have the ability to monitor your business credit report with identity protection alerts. You can access international business credit report. That's what I was telling you a little earlier, that Experian is also present internationally. So that's really good. I mean, having that ability to know that your business is being reported on internationally, but the data is accurate, that's really fantastic. And you have a mobile friendly interface, and you have competitive low prices. Now, Experian doesn't actually they don't publish the prices, how much they're charging you, but it goes from $59 to $150. But it really depends upon your business profile. When you contact them, they'll give you more information, especially when it comes to the subscription model that you have. If you want to subscribe for 1 month, like a one-time fee, or you want to subscribe for 1 year, like you want to pay them like every month, so that they can actually notify you if there have been changes in your business credit score and also your business credit report in general. So that's really fantastic. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In closing, in today's conversation, I spoke to you about how to read an Experian business credit report. I gave you the overview, and I walked you through the business credit report itself, and then now we have the closing. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.